In fact, they were marketing themselves because they look cool in the community. And we have, or we'll show you some video of the vehicles they had.
This is what's
That's right.
To make it.
They thought they were cool. Yeah. Well, how cool are you today? Can y'all make up a rap song about this? Well, I'll help you out.
Speaking of racism, this guy is just like,
you see,
no self-awareness.
He throws a gold chain around his neck.
Monster one.
Has this guy even paid attention to anything that's happened in the last 3, 4, 10 years?
Think about that, brothers.
20 years.
And you know what?
You have a white guy with short curly hair, glasses.
The Blue Gang, the Bell Gang Blue rap song. How's that?
No.
You may think it's cool, but it'll end up with you arrested every time. It's not bad if you got it legal. Now, I wanted to give my colleagues a chance to talk. I explained they didn't have to do the rap song.
Was that a rap song?
But we are all excited.
He didn't even rhyme. That was
a lot of work.
He rhymed
by a lot of great detectives
in county jail. He rhymed that.
Make this happen.
Oh, this guy's getting fired for sure. He's got no chance. That story and more here on the Highly Inappropriate. We've got a lot of shit going on this week. Britney Spears all the way back on Instagram, by the way. Holy shit. All the way back on Instagram, just flashing them titties like the good Christian girl she is. I am also banned again from Facebook. Yeah. Nice. So we had to go live. Thank you, Juice. He couldn't be here because he's got school and trying to make a new baby and probably jerking it off right now. But we are live from Juice's page today, but we're going to make it happen. But thank you guys so much for listening to Highly Inappropriate. Let's get this fucking party started. Maybe. Can you hear that at all? Beep.
No.
Found it.
Got it.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
You're listening to Highly Inappropriate.
I don't think she's going to be expecting something big, do you?
What, like anal?
Whiskey, beer, tequila, more beer, more vodka, more whiskey, and more beer.
Highly Inappropriate.
Right, so let me get this straight. So I'm going to pay for a blowjob and I got to pay for a goddamn hotel room too? Well, that just seems like I'm spending too much money for nothing. I got a house. You can just get your ass over here and I can just do the blowjob here.
Highly Inappropriate.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
They can kiss my fat vagina, cause I'm bringing the motherfucking pain.
Bam, 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 bam. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Highly Inappropriate. We're back, and I swear, this is episode 113, by the way, and I still cannot figure out how to get our fucking entrance song to go off without a hitch every week. But we do have good news.
Yeah,
because back this week again as a sponsor is Dent Fix USA.
Dent Fix USA.
We're going to make a jingle. It's going to be better than that guy's rap, by the way. Absolutely horrible. But Dent Fix USA, guys, if you don't know about Dent Fix USA, they are not your typical scammers and scumbags that come to your door that try to talk you into fixing the dents on your car from hail damage, etc. As you guys know, we're about to get more hail tonight. So there's been a lot of hail and storm damage to your vehicles. They will fix that, and they are an actual shop that you can drive into, or you can actually stop at. These people don't come to your house. You can actually go to their store. They're located in Castleton. Also want to let you know that if you want to call Candace or one of her teammates, give them a call at 844-40-DENTS. If you have any storm damage with your car, particularly hail damage, they will work with you on deductible payment assistance. That way, it's the least amount of money down that possible for you to get your car fixed. So make sure you hit Candace up. Hopefully, she'll be joining us today. Again, she's very busy. It's been a very busy season for them. We love that. We hope that she can join us today, but if she can't, understand that she's busy, which busy is a good thing, because her being busy allows her to be a sponsor of our show, which allows us to promote her, which allows you guys to get your car fixed. Yes, get your car fixed because we've already asked her. She cannot fix the dent in Elliot Beaver's head. Beaver got hit real hard in the head with a metal bat when he was a kid. He was mouthing off to his neighbor, and that's irreplaceable. We cannot fix that at all. We've tried mallets, hammers, even blowing in his mouth real hard just to get his head to hop back out. It won't happen. So, but Candace can fix your car, so make sure you hit her up again. That's Dent Fix USA, located in Castleton at 844-40-DENTS, DNTS. If you can't spell, if you're from Rushville, Indiana, that's 844-40-DENTS. Hit up Candace. Yeah, and we appreciate her being back here on the show and being a sponsor of the show. Hell yeah. We're going.
We're going to be raising hell tonight, too. So
we're going to be raising hell tonight because guess what? We got the OGs on, and it's a big night. And this is not in the notes, but can you explain kind of the significance of July 29th? Not only is it my brother's birthday, by the way, shout out Goose. He's 44 today. Maybe I shouldn't have told his age, but yep. My brother, happy birthday, by the way. But what happened 3 years ago today, Duncan? Maybe we just kind of tell the story real quick.
Right. Well, first off, the first thing that happened today on this date is Fix Dent USA. I got a new jingle for you, and here it is.
Uh-oh.
Fix Dent USA. Get the dents taken out of your car today. That should be on the radio, but you're welcome for that.
It's my better to sing it, but yeah, I like it.
You can have it for free. So 3 years ago, me and Matt Wharton went to Colts training camp down there, up there, wherever you want to say. Hoosier, not what is it? Let me Park or something like that, right? Westville.
Let me preface this story with I had been doing a podcast with Mike Britt, who was part of the show back in the day. And it was kind of sporadic. Mike had some family stuff going on. We could never really string more than 2 or 3 episodes together. It was 2 or 3 episodes go missing for a month. And I'd actually, Dunk, you'd heard the show or actually and asked to be on the show. You heard I had a podcast. This is right after McAfee just brought about the Pat McAfee show, etc. So it was very fresh in your mind, the whole podcasting deal. And you'd actually made a Facebook post about wanting to start your own show. I was like, hey, dude, you've asked to be on my show. Let's talk. So we decided we're going to go to training camp together. Go ahead, Dunk.
Yeah, up there in Westfield, Indy Park or something like that. Isn't that Westfield?
Yeah, Grant Park, up there in Westfield with the Colts training camp.
And we're on our way there. Me and Matt, whenever you get us together, it's a pretty good time, pretty electric time. We get in there. First things first, we see some couches. We sit down, play some Madden. We had the cheerleaders around.
By the way,
trying to get massages. That didn't go down like we thought, but it was a good time. I'm pretty sure I beat you. I'm pretty undefeated at Madden. And but what were you going to say about the?
I was just going to say, like
Madden stuff.
Your typical Colts training camp at all other locations, you can expect to be hot, not really a lot of amenities. I will say that the sports complex up there at Grand Park in Westfield, they stepped it up. You can start buying alcohol. They had a barbecue day that day. I'm pretty sure we got city barbecue.
Yep.
For cheap as well. We started pounding beers as soon as we got in that gate, which to my knowledge is the first time. 2008 was the first time they ever offered alcohol at training camp. So we took full advantage of that.
So I got wasted. I pretty much got wasted. And we made it through camp. And then if you guys have ever been at the end, the players will always come to the fence line and kind of work their way down, mingle, chat with the fans, whatnot, sign some autographs.
About this time, you're about 8 beers deep.
8 or 9. I'm pretty popped.
Yeah.
And I just start trying to interview the players and stuff and ask them questions. Very annoying, probably. The annoying drunk guy, older gentleman.
Yeah, I mean, you got our third string defensive lineman sign autographs for kids, and this drunk asshole's lean over asking about like, hey man, what's it like to play for the Colts? Like he's, like he works for the Indy Star, and he's just some drunk asshole, doesn't look professional at all. He's got a half drinking beer. Every time he leans over the fence, it's probably spilling on somebody's Sharpie or autograph picture. I'm standing there just like shaking my head like, oh God.
Yeah, you can. I just reek of a brewery. I mean, but it went good in my head. It felt like it went really well. They really took to it. We made it through. And on the way back, we're standing there. We both piss on each side of the car before we leave. Got to, obviously.
Got to.
Get going back down the road, and got a bright idea, man. I remember my pops, always said if I needed
some money.
Yeah, if I ever need anything, just hit him up no matter what, anytime. And I was like, dude, I'm going to do it. And he's like, yeah, give me a ring. Let me know. You know, I was like, I'm going to do it right fucking now, dude.
I was like, no, you're not. Because
I was like,
I do want to
okay.
preface this with at this point, I wouldn't say I wanted Dunk to join the show, but I was kind of on the fence about whether this was going to happen or not. I'm like, maybe he's just drunk, talking out his ass. I was a little nervous. Like, if you get Duncan in any sort of social setting, he can he just kind of, you know, he's like myself. He can be himself and just kind of take over a crowd, etc. But I was like, will that transpire onto the microphone? And if you go back and listen to our first couple episodes, like, I have to pry Duncan a lot. Like, I have to literally hit layups up for him all day for him to, and he finally, up to this point, you got your toes wet, buddy, finally. So I'm still on the fence at this point about him joining the show. And I said, our big thing, I was like, all of our equipment for the podcast is at Mike's house. And I haven't talked to Mike in 6 months. I haven't, you know, he won't answer my texts, etc., blah, blah, blah. Dunk's like, let me give my dad a call. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I give Dad a call, and he picks up, and I was like, Dad, you know, I think that we want to do this thing. We just need some mics and, you know, some equipment. Matt's got, you know, all the other stuff already. Just do this thing 50-50, blah, blah, blah. And without missing a beat, he's like, boys, got you. I got you.
Covered.
And then within a week, we were fucking at, you know, Music City or Guitar Shop.
We were at Sam Ashing in Castleton. I mean, at this time, I'm thinking, okay, this guy's full of shit. He just told me his dad never fucking talks to him. His dad's not going to take him out and buy shit. You know, Chris gave me this story about how his dad just married somebody that's got a little money, and he's being a little generous. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, his dad's drunk right now, you know, trying to impress him. Bullshit. Not even a week later, Dunk calls me and goes, hey, my dad's ready to go to Sam Ash right now. Are you ready? I was like, you mean like to buy equipment? Like he's ready to buy equipment right now? He's like, yeah, go ahead. So, Dunk, here's the best part is you got to tell a story about how I walk into Sam Ash and I just start pointing at shit.
Yeah, like we're walking in. I was like, dude, we're going to get there. I'm not sure what the fuck we need. I was like, you just take over and just pick up and grab everything we need. And we walk in, and Matt's just like, we need 3 of those. We need 1 of these. We need that. We need that. We need that. Within a minute, I mean, we've probably spent what, $1,200 in about.
It took me approximately 7.5 minutes to spend about $1,800 to your dad's money. Yeah, because I mean, just to give you perspective here, guys, these Shure microphones. So I mean, literally the top end microphone as far as podcasting, broadcasting, etc. These are $400 a piece. You look at all major podcasters, Joe Rogan, etc., they're all using the same exact microphone. Because if you want to do a good podcast, I tell everybody this: if you want to do a good podcast, well, holy fucking shit, you hear that?
Is that your stomach?
Yeah, I just shit my pants. No, it's thunder. We're literally getting butt fucked by nature. By the way, it is hailing partially in Morristown, Indiana. So if you were listening to this podcast in Morristown, Indiana, go ahead and do the work yourself. Go ahead and park your car outside. Get a bunch of hail damage.
Yep.
That way Candace can fix it up for you. We'd really appreciate it.
That's
how you can support the show. Make sure you hit her up. Again, that's 844-40-DENTS. That's Dent Fix USA. They're the best in the business, guys.
Dent Fix USA. Get the car. Get your dents out today.
There you go. So
it is.
Shit on by Mother Nature. Candace will hook you up. But yeah, we walk in Sam Ash. I start pointing at things like, hey, I need that mixer. I need those 3 microphones. Yeah, we need headphones to go with those microphones. We got
Need the board.
Need the board. We need that webcam, everything. And lo and behold, Chris's dad fucking came to bat for us. He probably claimed that on his taxes. That's like, I'm not sure what benefit he got out of that, but other than seeing his son very proud. And I kind of miss your dad tuning in every week. Is he okay? I haven't talked to him or haven't heard from him in a while.
His birthday was a couple days ago. I texted him, you know, happy birthday, and he said, love you, thanks for that, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Is he still in Hawaii?
No, I think he's back, man. I think he's back. He's laying low a little bit, I think.
I mean, hey, since your dad's under the radar, since your dad's a musician, you know, like you just get him on the Garage Boys.
He needs to come on this again. We need him.
We
need to call him again, dude. We need that segment back.
Well, we'll just throw him off. Like, we need to get some elaborate, like, life bending, mind altering question ready. Call your dad and say, hey, not to put you on the spot, but
yeah,
how do you cure polio? Go.
Hey, by the way, Candace is down to join. Have you seen this in the comments? So do we do this?
We'll tell her to Candace, if you're listening, hop into your Facebook Messenger and click the link. Click the link. I've already sent you the show link. Click the link and hop on. We'd love to be in here. She said it might have to wait till next week. So either way, we'll get her on here, but we'll keep promoting her show regardless because we're getting shit on right now. So she's gonna get some work. If you're busy now, Candace, next week you're gonna be slam packed because all of our listeners are gonna be like, "Hey, I got a little dent on my car. I know Candace can fix it." Faux show. By the way, some not so good news. Rest in peace. Unfortunately, Josh couldn't join us today because his uncle passed away. So prayers to his family, thoughts, prayers, whatever you do there at your house. Send love to Josh because, I mean, it sucks.
Josh, we love you, buddy.
Love you, buddy. It sucks you can't be here. Best hopes, wishes, and everything to your family. Yeah, man, it sucks. But, Josh will hopefully be back next week. But until then, positive vibes his way. Also, a few musicians died today, which we're going to get into a little bit. But beforehand, Duncan, Bub, why do you refuse to get Madden this year? What's going on there?
I'm finally taking a stand against EA Sports and their fucking rinky-dink piece of shit. Just put a new year on the same game every fucking year. I'm taking a stand. I'm absolutely taking a stand, and I am not going to buy fucking Madden NFL 22. Every year I spend $100 on this piece of shit, and I download it. I start playing the Ultimate Team. It sinks its teeth in me. It's the same stupid fucking game with a roster update that probably took them 10 minutes to do, and they just reek and make money off everybody all over again. But I'll just jump back into Madden Ultimate Team. Next thing you know, I'm buying fucking packs of digital cards for my team. So I'm dropping another 20 here, 40 there, and just raking money.
Wife starts contemplating divorce again.
And within a month, I'm pissed off because it's the same fucking game, and I refuse. I'm taking a stand this year, and Madden is not getting bought at my house. Not going to happen.
You should take a real stand. So you need to sell all the old Madden games for like $3 a piece. Like take them to GameStop. Just say, fuck it, I'm done with it.
I don't have any.
I thought 2K Sports was coming back too, by the way, with football.
No, not this year. They're not.
Okay, because I heard a rumor that 2K, because I always thought the 2K games,
another one that I'm almost NBA 2K. I'm almost fucking ready to take a stand with these fucks too. If they don't get the goddamn neighborhood fixed, I'm gonna give them one more year. Because I realized it was next gen. Usually the second year of when a new system comes out, the second year is when the good they've had the whole time to work on it, kind of thing, and
they figure this shit out. We hope
previous gen. So the next year, I'm giving them this time, and if it's the same fucking rinky-dink piece of shit like it was,
we're out.
I'm out on both, man. I'm out, MLB cousin. The show. MLB The Show is the best sports game there is, hands down, not even close. So that's without a doubt, that's what I'm doing. Recently just bought F1 though. F1 racing. 2021.
Was that? Whatever. Isn't that just? Hold on, I'm not real fond. I mean, is F1 racing? What's the drag racing?
The what? The drag? No, it ain't drag.
What's F1 then?
F1, it's like IndyCar, but it's not. It's like IndyCar, like overseas, like the road courses.
Oh,
it's just F1 cars, like Mercedes and all that stuff. But dude, with my steering wheel and everything, and this thing, it's the best racing game I've ever played in my life, dude. I'm addicted.
You still got that steering wheel?
Awesome. Oh yeah, I use it all the time.
You ever gotten a road blowy while you're playing the the racing video game? Because that'd be cool, new experience, Because you're not really worried about wrecking your video game car, but if I'm getting a blowjob driving down the road, I'm always worried that I'm going to hit somebody's fence or something.
Never blowy while playing with my racing video games.
You jerked off before, for sure.
I've rubbed my penis a little bit while one hand steering.
Just every time the controller jiggles, you just lay it on your dick. Very conveniently.
I can't do it. I can't do it with F1 though. F1's you got some right turns. You can't do that with the right. Yeah, both 10 and 2 with the right and left turns. Like NASCAR gets boring. 50 lap race on NASCAR, and I'm just turning left. Like it's just an oval. Like
every time, yeah.
Kind of boring, but that's why the F1 is fucking unreal, dude. Like it's awesome. Like if you guys like racing games, I 1000% recommend you guys go and pick up F1 2021, dude, or 2022. I mean, incredible. But yeah, man, that's about as far as I go with the old video games here nowadays.
Madden, step your shit up. Is John Madden still alive?
I don't.
I kind of miss him announcing because it was like the most obvious. It was the most obvious announcement. This running back ran fast because he's got 2 legs. You know,
he has to be. I mean, when he passes away, he's going to be on the cover, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we've had John Madden namesake for 20 years. He's never has he ever been on the cover? Maybe the first one ever.
Oh no, he was on the cover every year there for a while.
Yeah,
I mean, it was him in the game. Like he was the bomb. He got up looking out of his ear hole after that one. You remember that?
I mean, he was tired of the Madden curse too. Every year he had to have surgery because they put him on the front of the video game. Like
it was him and Pat Summerall were the voices. And welcome back to Dallas. You remember Pat Summerall?
Oh yeah,
with John Madden.
I'll never forget. I mean, I'll never forget just how bland those games were. The announcing back in the day.
You'd hear the same thing like
20 times during the game.
Fuck, dude.
I mean, I've literally shut off video games because I was tired of them fucking assholes contemplate or complimenting the people I'm playing. Like, shut the hell up.
The new ones, dude, are like up to date. Like, there's like new recordings and shit. Like, they'll like Madden does do that pretty well. Like, it'll have up to date like stats and stuff, and like they'll be like, and last week in doubt, like they'll like say stuff like that happened in the NFL like before. Like, it's always changing, which that's kind of cool. It's just the gameplay. Like, you can tell all it is literally
they update your
rosters. That's it. You can fucking tell, dude. Change the menu around a little bit, and then
I mean, back in the day, at least you got like a little tiny upgrade in graphics every year, even if there wasn't any big changes. Like, you got a hit stick, and like eventually they're like, we can't really do anything like special here. Like,
well, it's stupid. They just got a brand new fucking system to like go all out on.
Yeah, fix it up, bitches. Come on.
And ridiculous. And like, it's not like back in the day you bought a game and you were stuck with that game forever. Nowadays your shit's all through the internet. There's constant like updates, fixing bugs and shit like that. Like, that's the thing with games nowadays, that it's so frustrating. Like, people will just rush to put a game out that's just broken as fuck. Bugs all through it. It's a piece of shit.
Meet that deadline, get those numbers, because
get them out, and they'll throw out this buggy ass piece of shit game, and then they'll just go back, and within like 3 months they'll just keep dropping patches and patches and patches, and let the people playing the game find all the shit that's fucked up and bitch about it and report it. Then their programmers will just go in and they'll just drop a patch a week, and eventually they'll fix the game. That's how it is.
How awesome is that? You stand in line at GameStop at midnight for 3 hours to get a video game that doesn't even fucking work, guys.
Happens so many times, dude. The latest one.
Figure it out.
Really, really bad was that Cyberpunk 2077 or whatever. They
like the Grand Theft Auto, the new Grand Theft Auto or whatever.
No, it was like Cyberpunk. It was one that had Keanu Reeves. It was like a huge, huge release. And they pushed that thing back like months and months and months and months, and finally they dropped this thing. And dude, it was the buggiest fucking piece of shit I've ever seen. It took them a year to get the thing fucking playable.
Oh no!
PlayStation took it off their store. Like, you couldn't PlayStation was getting so many like complaints and like people wanting refunds. They took it off their digital store. Like, you couldn't even buy it.
It was like Windows 7, I think. Well, what was the absolute horrible? I think it was Windows 8 that like literally made everybody that was just a diehard fan of Windows, including myself, switch to Mac, because they're like, this shit is absolute. Windows 8 at one point, like, I'm not even joking, I was once DJing a wedding, and you could not, like, if you got updates on your computer, you could not shut them off. Like, I was literally DJing a wedding. I got a prompt on my computer that says your computer needs to update, restarting in 3 seconds, and like, you literally, no joke, you could not stop it. It would just restart on you. So I would frantically, in like 10 seconds, have to find the little hookup for my iPhone, to hook my iPhone to the mixer and have a song queued up. And it was not easy, but I think and half the time I would just cut a song off early and grab the microphone and fucking bullshit until I had something figured out. But I mean, like, what are you assholes thinking? Like, doing that? Like, I swear to God, like, these assholes, that's the thing, is that they don't think. You can program a computer, but you can't think of the most practical fucking thing, like not shutting down your goddamn computer mid-update, like, without any prompts or the ability to cancel them. Like, it's asinine. Literally asinine.
I hate that shit at work, dude. I've had an alert telling me that I need to restart my computer at work for over a month.
Oh, mine does it.
I hit tell me in 6 hours, literally every single day. I've hit that on this fucking computer.
Yeah, our does the remind me in 900 minutes, which I believe is like just 24 hours, maybe, I don't know, but I hit that prompt and I do it until like I'm forced to make the update, and I'm always forced to make the update on days that I'm super busy. So I've got to block off. Not only do I have to restart my computer, and I've got like 10 different apps I use on my computer to do my work. So, I mean, that takes an hour in itself just to restart the computer, do the updates, and just reopen all these fucking apps. It's an hour process. Like, you think computers would be smart enough to where they just automatically update at like 2 a.m. when you're fucking beating off, banging your wife, sleeping, whatever it is, like, you don't have to worry about it. No.
You can program them. Like,
I'm pretty sure you can. These work computers.
I mean, when that pops up, you can tell them what time to do it. But at work, it's, I mean, all over. Like when I leave, second shift comes in. Like there's no downtime. You know what I mean?
You just start making third shift fucking update these computers.
I might just set it to just do it automatically on their shift, so it fucks them. And
yeah,
it's done.
You should just do it right at the end of your shift. So whoever's coming in after us,
yeah,
go and update. Hey, sorry, Bob. Peace out, man. Have a good Thursday.
Hey, have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, by the way, Highly Inappropriate live tonight at 7 o'clock. Make sure you check that out. You'll have plenty of downtime because your computer's updating. So get caught up on the episodes, Bob. Thank you so much. Yeah, so what's new with me this week? I got another Facebook ban, literally for something. So here's how I got the Facebook ban. I got flagged for something that I'd posted in 2015. By the way, first and foremost, there's a one point in time where I was posting 10 things a day. So I don't know what asshole at Facebook has the time to go back and look at posts of mine from 2015.
Somebody's had to complain about it. Like somebody's had to complain and then review it.
Well, if they did, I hope they get ass cancer. I hope they get ass cancer. That's all I gotta say.
A buddy or a friend that's complained.
Yeah, ass cancer. Hope you get ass cancer. That's all I gotta say. Yep, and I mean that in a Christian way. But so somebody flagged the post of mine from 2015. It was literally it's the post that we've all seen with everybody standing in a circle with their ass up, each other's hind end, and it says, liberal think tank. And of course I made fun of it because, I mean, you could say politician think tank because they all have their heads in their ass now, but whatever. So I got flagged for that. And of course, me being the asshole I am, I decided to screenshot it and I put it on my Instagram story. And I actually tagged Mark Zuckerberg and I called him a cuck. And I forgot that my Instagram story syncs to my Facebook. So when I double posted it on Facebook, they flagged me for the story on Facebook. Never flagged me on Instagram, just flagged me on Facebook and gave me a 3-day ban. So next ban's 30 days. So here's my declaration. I'm done with Facebook. Like, it literally is going to be a business only thing for me. But I don't want to scroll on there. I don't give a fuck about posting anything. I'm not sharing shit. It's literally going to be Highly Inappropriate, DJ Matty Dubs, Morristown Football League. That's it. I'm not sharing any sort of intelligent thought on there. I'm not telling you how I feel about the weather on there. Facebook can go get fucked. I hope Mark Zuckerberg gets AIDS. I'm fucking over it. And which is kind of funny about all this is I also found out with this ban that Facebook now has an oversight board. So I want to read you this story real quick, because it's kind of interesting, and because I noticed this, like, because now that you can repeal, like they had a quote unquote arbitrary appeal process before, but it never fucking went anywhere. You could literally, I mean, first and foremost, they said that my post with the people in a circle with their heads up each other's ass, it got reported for nudity. There's no nudity. You can't even see anybody's asshole, no peckers, not even a nipple in this fucking post. And they report it for nudity. So it's not even, it technically does not break their community standards. Essentially, some liberal fucking jackass got on my page and got butthurt, and of course they fucking flagged it. So get fucked. So I found out when I appealed that Facebook now has an oversight board, which is pretty interesting. So essentially, this oversight board, I think it has something to do with so Facebook lost an important policy for 3 years. It only noticed after the oversight board began. So they basically have an oversight board that, quote unquote, keeps them accountable to their own sets and standards. And this all comes from apparently there was one of the founding members of the Kurdistan Workers' Party, which Facebook has flagged as a dangerous organization. Facebook also has flagged many libertarian pages as dangerous organizations, which is fucking stupid because the Libertarian Party is the only party that stands up for the people and freedom. I'm not going to get into that conversation, but whatever. Keep listening to the sheeple. But anyway, so they have an oversight board. So essentially, my appeal was lost. They basically said, yes, your page shows nudity. We have to flag this post and ban you for 3 days. I then sent this post to the oversight board, and that came with like 10 questions, like just stupid shit. Like, why do you disagree with this decision? And I went in on these motherfuckers. I was like, my post just got flagged because it's against the grain, against what your political beliefs are, blah, 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 etc. I said, at the end of the day, it just shows that politicians have their heads up their ass, which we can all agree with. So get me back on Facebook. If not, I'm going to be a prick when it comes back. I mean, here's the thing too, and I'm a guy who is a very active Facebook user. Like, not just, was I on there all the time, scrolling, blah, 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 doing whatever, but a very popular Facebook user. Typically anything I post, blows up. So, I feel like the only way Facebook is going to change what they're doing is if they see more people like me just completely stop using the site, because it's fucking stupid. It is literally fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. I'm not plotting a murder on Facebook. I'm not spreading misinformation. I'm literally telling you, the audience, that politicians are stupid. And if you don't know that, I've got oceanfront property in Shelbyville, Indiana to sell you. Hit me up. I'll sell it to you for cheap. So, anyways, but yeah, Facebook has an oversight board. So I got a 3-day ban on Facebook. I'll be back tomorrow so I can share the show, all that fun shit. Yeah, bullshit. Other than that, Bub, this Morristown Youth Football League really taking off. Been coaching the kids. We've been running through agility tests, kind of find out who the athletes are, who can tackle, what kids need to work on, etc. A blast. And I got to tell you what, it's been very difficult being, kind of somewhat aggressive, very demanding as a coach, trying to teach these kids proper form, fundamentals, etc., but doing it stern, but doing it in a fun way, and also not saying bad words. That's been a challenge.
So when they play and they get good, are they just you gonna send them to Knightstown to play like in high school?
Well, this is not set in stone, but I think we're gonna try to eventually push to either get Morristown a high school team, or somehow combine Waldron and Morristown's team. But yes, that's kind of been the thing. So my cousin, who now plays for New Pal, I think he's not in high school yet. He's still in the junior high program. But yeah, he played youth football. He went to Morristown High School, played youth football, didn't play here, but played for another program. Then when he got old enough, yeah, he transferred somewhere. You think Morristown's going to eventually figure it out to where football brings in so much money for the school? It's the biggest sport in America, by far, bar none. The average NFL game gets 3 times as many viewers as the NBA finals. It's not even close. Football is the most popular sport in this country, and it's not even close. So,
you know what number 2 is?
Baseball, probably. As far as
baseball, basketball there was forever, but this past year the World Series beat the finals by quite a bit, dude. Baseball was
don't surprise me. I think people are just tired of the NBA, from the politics to the players, and now I plan to talk about this a little bit. There's a rumor that Westbrook's going to the Lakers. Do they need another superstar? Give me a break. Fucking stupid. Westbrook's
they traded Kuzma today.
Yeah.
Got, Buddy Hield. Old Buddy Hield is a Laker now.
Yeah, they're getting rid of Kuzma and they're bringing in Westbrook. Wow. Really losing something there. I feel bad for them.
They gave Kuzma to the Kings for Buddy Hield today.
I feel bad for all them fucking slick back dick faces in LA, Laker fans, and also all the douchebag LeBron fans here in Indy. I feel so bad for you guys. Your poor little fucking whiny flopping bitch, got exiled in the playoffs round 1. So can't wait for you guys to lose to the Clippers in round 2 next year. It's gonna be fun. They won't win it all with Westbrook. That's going to be it's going to be a train wreck. One, I think LeBron's 37, 38 years old. He's not going to be able to play 82 games, 40 minutes a game for all of his life. I think injuries are going to start to catch up with LeBron. AD's never been able to stay healthy. So I think mid-season you're going to see the Lakers at close to 500. Westbrook will be the only healthy member and probably scoring 40 a game, but it is what it is. Your take.
Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan both want to go there for like super cheap to play together again.
Of course they do. Of course they do. Well, they just send the whole NBA to fucking LA. And
they really do.
And then I will go an entire season. I did. I watched 2 Pacer games this year, and I'm not super proud of it as a huge Pacer game. I am done. I'm so done with the NBA. It's fucking stupid. It's dumb. It is so dumb. Like, and I should be happy that a smaller market team won it. Milwaukee Bucks, like, and they're making excuses, injuries, blah, 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 COVID, blah, 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 as much, I'm just done with it, man. I'm tired of these fucking douchebags that just want to fucking join other teams and collect empty legacy rings because they don't mean nothing. You didn't earn these rings. If you got to go join some other fucking superstar to earn a ring, it means nothing. It doesn't. It's dumb. It's stupid. It means nothing.
Wait. I can't wait for football, dude.
I can't either.
Not wait.
Yeah, I cannot wait for football. The NBA draft is tonight too. I'm interested to see who the Pacers take. If it is a white guy, I'm going on it right now. I don't care if he's Serbian and fucking scores 27 a game in fucking Europe League. If we draft a white guy, I don't care if he's half white. If he has any Caucasian lineage, I'm out. Never watching an NBA game again. Swear to God, I'm done. Done with these fucking white dudes on the Pacers. Yes, that's racist.
They're gonna draft that white dude from Gonzaga.
Oh, I know it. I'm 100% positive they're gonna draft another fucking white shooter that plays in our D League. It's probably gonna bring a championship to the Mad Ants, but won't play but more than 5 fucking minutes for the Pacers. Can't wait for that. I hope they just draft the Antetokounmpo brother. Giannis's younger brother Alex is supposed to be a badass. Granted, this could be hearsay, but Giannis claims that he's gonna be better than him. I mean, let's be realistic.
How many of these fucking brothers are there?
There's
3 in the league.
Well, hey, overseas they still pop out fucking kids like they're Amish. Like
this will be the 4th one. There'll be 4 now in the league.
Four. We got 17 more to go though. So, it's gonna be exciting NBA. Imagine if every NBA team had a Antetokounmpo, or I can't even see his last name. You get it. Had one of Giannis's brother on it.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, Antetokounmpo. Yeah, I'm not even gonna pretend to pronounce.
The one that's in the draft now. What's his name?
Alex is his first name.
Just Alex.
I'm a guess it's probably not just Alex. That's what he's been called since he was 6. Since he's been in elementary school, he's been Alex, but his real name is like probably Rafiki or some crazy.
Is he like fucking 8 foot tall too?
Yeah, he's 8 foot. 8 foot.
What's Giannis's mom and dad look like? Are they just fucking bangers?
Both 8 foot tall too. Athletic freaks.
Gee, man, knee.
That's very interesting because you gotta wonder because you see a lot of kids that are not heirs, not the correct term, but second generation athletes, and you just know that these kids were like bred to be athletic freaks, because you got like a tennis star banging a soccer star or whatever, and lo and behold, their kid can run a 4.3 and jump over a goddamn house.
There's a ton of second generation in baseball right now, like a lot, and like they're all good, like all stars. Like,
I guarantee it.
Yeah, like Biggio's kid, Vlad Jr. just won All-Star in the All-Star game, MVP. And there's a lot of Tatis Jr. His dad was in the league.
And here we are in the Midwest. Our parents probably abused drugs and alcohol when they made us. So we had to work hard and also abuse drugs and alcohol to be good at sports. So
what gets me is just the regular like the Watt mom and dad wasn't nothing, and they just birthed 2 fucking all-star fucking NFL defensive linemen. You know what I'm saying? Like that always got me in the Gronks, like the Gronkowski mom and dad, just birthing fucking just NFL athletes, like all 3 boys. I always thought that was crazy.
Yeah, it's what's amazing about them. They always
every around here, like all 3 of them are all 3 boys. Mr. Basketball went to the NBA. Think of that.
Yeah, it's because they put they put Miracle Grow in their fucking Wheaties every morning. Like
the Plumleys were the same way.
Oh God, Plumleys. Yeah, so we got what we drafted Mason Plumlee. What 2 picks later? Who went in the draft? Joe, or was it Green? Was who do we miss out on that year?
Draymond, I think.
Draymond, yeah, we missed out on
Draymond
Draymond.
might have been the Hansborough. I don't know. We need Beaver here for this. I'm down to do this.
Beaver, I always joke that Beaver might be autistic because he doesn't know like normal common sense things, but like literally can go straight Rain Man when it comes to sports statistics. Like
NBA, the NBA for sure.
NBA for sure. You could tell you, yeah, that guy was drafted 3rd round, 1927.
He tried to act like he couldn't be here tonight because he was like going to
family
see
shit.
Which I guarantee you, he's at home right now, butt naked, just stroking it to the NBA draft.
Stroking it off the NBA draft. He's probably standing in his mirror. Or that he went on a date. You'll find out about Elliot Beavers very discreet about the women he dates, which there's no point in being discreet. 1, I don't give a fuck. 2, I don't hit on his women like he's always hit on mine. I don't give a fuck.
There's no way that fucker is not watching the NBA draft.
Oh, I guarantee he's watching the draft right now. So, and honestly, he would just hit me up and say, "Hey, bub, I kind of want to watch the draft tonight." I'd be like, have fun. Have a blast, bro. I don't care. I mean, shit. I mean, I've canceled the show just because I'm tired before. It happens, whatever. But what I was getting into, coaching these kids in football has been an absolute blast. I did want to tell a little brief story about that. So, and I think I've talked about it here on the show before. My grandpa in the 80s, early 80s, Morristown did not have a football team. My grandpa, along with a couple of his friends and buddies, other advocates, raised $36,000 so Morristown can get a football team. Unfortunately, the school just never fully supported it. There was a teacher who was strictly against it and did everything they could to make the football program fail. So unfortunately, after a few years, the football program did fail. And I mean, what's crazy is like they literally left all the tackling dummies, all the equipment literally just sitting in a field, an overgrown field outside the track here in Morristown, to where the equipment just all got destroyed, like over, a year or two, just sitting out, got destroyed. But one of my favorite stories is we used to over the track at Morristown, there used to be a real nice set of bleachers, and on top of that bleachers sit a scores box. And I tell everybody, it's a true story. That scores box was half of my grandma and grandpa's garage. They literally cut their garage in half and donated it so we could have a scores box at the games. Like, how fucking cool is that? Like, that was just, that's just the type of person my grandpa was, and so that's why it's a big deal for my brother. My brother's kind of led the charge in getting this program back up and starting. I've helped out where I can, but, if anybody knows me, I literally hardly have enough time to take a shit anymore. So I'm down there coaching. My main role is basically getting these kids in shape. So I'm kind of responsible for warming them up every game and practice, etc., and just helping them run through drills, etc., and keeping the energy up. Because, that's a thing, too, is even if I slept 3 hours, I still seem to have more energy than most people. So I'm there to keep the energy up, keep these kids excited, having fun. Because the main thing at this level is to have fun, learn the fundamentals, and just have a blast. Because I can't wait to see, what's going on and or what happens with the program, etc., and how it progresses. But very proud of my brother. Happy birthday, by the way, again. And he's probably raised close to about $20,000 to get this program started. Again, I don't, that's not a hard number. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but, he's raised quite a bit of money. I mean, cause you don't understand how much, football helmets alone. We've got, I think, close to 60 kids in the program right now, and football helmets alone are like $100 a piece. So that's $6,000 purchase right there. Plus we bought jerseys for the kids, shoulder pads. Essentially every kid that plays football, and we've heard from other leagues, like thousands of bucks for them to be in the football league. All of our kids are getting in this football league for less than $100. They essentially have to pay for their pants, any extra pads that they want in their pants, or any other extra pads they want. But that's all they're responsible for. It's free to join. So if you have a kid that's near Morristown, it's not inclusive to just Morristown people. As long as you live here in the area, you can join our program. we'd love to have you involved. And Highly Inappropriate is a sponsor of the program. How about that? I love that we have 100 shirts that say youth Morristown football program, and on the back says Highly Inappropriate podcast. That might be the reason for our surge in numbers. That might be the reason that we got, 2 sponsors now. Let's go. I mean, we're fucking killing it.
Nice.
It's all uphill from here, bub.
So who are they going to play? Like, they're not playing each other, obviously.
Well, first year, because Waldron's had a program now for a year or a year and a half, 2 years. I don't know exactly. So our first year, we're just going to play Waldron, every week. Unfortunately, we got to play Waldron. But we've already been in talks with other schools about expanding. So the
Come on down to Knightstown, dude.
Well, we've already spoke to Eastern Hancock about expanding there. Yeah, our goal is within a year or two to actually have a full schedule. But we're kind of just getting our feet wet this year. We don't want to kind of overload ourselves, with kind of want to figure out how this thing's ran first before we kind of let the,
I know for the Newcastle League, go in there looking like the Little Giants.
Yeah. I tell you what, we got our 5th and 6th grade team. We've got some hosses on that. I mean, there's actually a rule in Pee Wee football, youth football. Like if you're over a certain weight, like you can't even carry the ball. Like we have 7 or 8 kids that are over that weight limit. Like I'm like, just let them fucking play. Let these kids, let them play. Let them beat the shit out of each other. Like let the tank carry the ball, and I want to see these kids try to tackle them. And be fun. Oh, yeah. I mean, because that's the thing is, I was a smaller kid too, and I for sure, if the biggest kid on our team grabbed the football, I for sure was not afraid to go after him. So why, like I don't know if it's in the way of fairness or just the new age way of thinking here, but I don't like it. But that's the only thing I disagree with. But we'll see how that progresses. We'll see. So, but yeah, we are still accepting donations for the Morristown Youth Football League. We have most of the equipment purchased. We're still waiting on helmets. They are back ordered. But there's still a few things we want to purchase, like including a scoreboard for the kids, and some on-off equipment, footballs. We still need footballs for practices, etc. So if you're wanting to donate, hit up me, the podcast, or my brother. If you know my brother, that's Greg Wharton. Hit him up and donate. It's much appreciated, man. Because football, not only is football such a fun sport to watch and play, it teaches you a lot of valuable lessons about life. I mean, I literally talked to my buddy yesterday. He goes, I would not be where I'm at in life right now if it was not for high school football. Like, and he was dead serious, like straight up said, the lessons I learned from football are invaluable, like for the rest of my life. So I think that's very important why your kids not only play team sports in general, but football. Football is just a different breed, because it is the ultimate team sport. It teaches you to work as a unit because one person can fuck the whole goddamn thing up. So it teaches you to work as a unit and what it's about. It's about teamwork and being better, etc. So super proud to carry on Grandpa's legacy and helping out with the program. Super proud of my brother for the work he's done. So help out if you can, guys. Much appreciated. Also, speaking of climbing mountains, have you watched Murder Mountain on Netflix? You need to check this fucking thing out. It's wild. I mean, because being huge marijuana advocates that we are, not only on the show, but in our personal lives, essentially the whole premises of the show is there's a place in Northern California, which about, I mean, we've talked about a little bit with legalization. You have all these farmers in California who've legally, quote unquote, legally been able to grow for several years because of the medical marijuana laws in California. So they've been able to grow weed in California. It's kind of a black market, quote unquote. It was decriminalized. I'm not getting the whole ins and outs legally of it, but essentially what happens when they legalized marijuana, they started taxing it so much and more taxing the growers, and it became very advantageous for them, for a lot of them to not even exist anymore. So a lot of the small growers had to completely shut down ship, either to remain black market or completely shut ship because they're responsible for all these taxes up front to join the market and be able to legally sell marijuana. It's bullshit, neither here nor there. That's why if you buy marijuana at a dispensary, it's twice as expensive as it is on the street because they tax the shit out of it. Now, do I think marijuana should be legal? Of course I do. But let's let's tax it on a little fair, or not tax it at all. I get why people want to tax it, because it pays for infrastructure, etc., and people are still going to pay the payment just because they want to smoke weed legally. But smart people like me are always going to buy it on the back market because I can get it for a lot cheaper. The government will never figure it out. But this whole documentary is about this place in Northern California where it's apparently, it's almost like the Seattle area, where it's almost like little country. They got their own little security, etc., and the local cops stay the fuck out. So you basically have an area in California up there in the mountains, their mountains, where you got all these black market growers, and they have their own little community, so much to where local municipalities, be it sheriff's, cops, stay the fuck out. And it's apparently brutal, like one of the most dangerous places to go alone. Like, you do not want to go up to this place alone and get into some shady shit, because you can get shot. They literally call it Murder Mountain because there's like cars, like abandoned cars, just stacked like along the side of the roads because people have disappeared up there. It's just crazy. It's absolutely nuts. You should watch the documentary. I'm in episode 4 or 5. It's getting really interesting. So, you watch anything interesting, bub?
I'm late to the party, like super, super duper late to the party. But I started Power. It's like 6 seasons in, I know, and I finished the first season pretty quick. So I'm into the second season, and it's really fucking good. I didn't realize. I know 50 executive produced it and all that stuff, but this thing was monstrous. I'm an idiot for not following it from the get-go, but joke's on you guys, because I can watch all 6 seasons on a binge. So I've been doing that. I'm like 2 episodes into the second season, like I said. And as soon as it's done, they have started a new show, which I'm going to let finish out at least a season or so before I get done with this one, where they pretty much do like 50's character, like the beginning of like a prequel to this kind of thing, like when he was young coming up. And I guess it's doing really good. Like, it's called Raising Cain or whatever. So that's what I've been on, man. Just a lot of drug dealing, gangster shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, hell yeah, man. Go back to your street wars, dude. I like it.
But you would love Power. It's really good. It's about as good as Snowfall. It's not quite as good, but it's up there. So Power and Snowfall about the only things I watch in the streets.
And for our namesake of the show this week, bring your house, share your spouse. This might be one of the most electric stories we've ever shared on Highly Inappropriate. The Swinger Trailer Park. This does exist, by the way. Very interesting story here. This is in, lo and behold, in Louisiana. They do things a little different in Louisiana. They like crawfish and banging each other's wives. So, if you're looking to spice up your love life with an outdoor experience, there's a new spot for swingers open in Mamou, Louisiana. That's Mamou. It's called the T-Boys Swinger Trailer Park. That sounds like an amusement ride at like a real cheap, like Kentucky Kingdom type amusement park. It's gaining attention as it gets ready to swing into southern Louisiana. Their motto: bring your house and share your spouse.
Fuck yeah.
I'm bringing my trailer down there. I'm not into sharing my spouse, but maybe I'll be the awkward guy who sits in the corner and beats off while you do it, No, but you can come to Mamou for many good things. This will be one of them, says David Acoin, the man behind T-Boys. He's opening it for couples who are into swinging. He says the swinger community is surprisingly bigger than you think. I concur, because I am surprised how many stories I hear of people I know who share their spouse with other people. They're just open about it. Like, hey, my husband started cheating, so you know what? I started banging the mailman. It is what it is, but we love each other. Hey, do your thing. I'm not mad at you, but not surprised either. Live free and don't be scared of it. There's a big community of it. I think a bunch of them aren't shy. The ones that are shy, hell with them. Roll with it. It's a good thing compared to most things, Alcoin says. Since putting up the sign where the swinger part will be, Alcoin says he's gotten calls from swingers across the country. This is my favorite part, because he goes, we've got some calls from Pennsylvania. Hell, we got some calls from Arkansas. And, of course, all around Arcadena, all around Mamou, Ville Platte, Lafayette, Baton Rouge, New Orleans.
Yeah,
It's just getting calls everywhere. I love it. Just calls that Pennsylvania right out.
There's got to be some Florida in there, right?
There's definitely, this guy probably has family in Florida for sure.
Yeah, Florida.
That'll be the next location.
Yeah, Yeah.
Like, 'cause, I mean, who wouldn't want to go to a swinger park in Florida of a bunch of retirees over 65 and just watch them have just an orgy right in front of you? I mean, that's better than porn. I'm in. I'm all in.
Things are like, babe, like husband's leaving. I'm gonna go next door and fuck dad. What are you getting
Yeah.
into today?
You just gotta, like the fishbowl game. Every stupid teenager plays a kid. You all throw your pills in there and just they all throw their ED medicine in a fishbowl. You go in there, grab your handful, whatever happens.
Well, they have a game where you just throw random pills in and grab one and take it.
You've never heard of that before? It's called the
No,
fishbowl.
I've never.
Literally, there was a game. I mean, I never played.
I would not play that game. I don't
No,
think.
it's real stupid. Yeah, real stupid. That's a real game. Prominent among the drug users, where you literally go to a party, bring whatever prescription pills that you have, that are psychoactive or do something for you. You throw them in a fishbowl.
Yeah, not playing that game.
Yeah, yeah, no bueno. I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can just imagine, like, here I am, I'm getting antidepressants, and I just took a fucking Viagra, and now I'm walking around with a boner and still depressed. Oh, man. Yeah, he goes, I got on there and said, I'd be a fat frog's butt if this is a real story. This is literally a quote. I'd be a fat frog's butt if it's not a real number, said Aussie. And everyone starts calling, and they start calling. The sign for the swingers community says you have to send a picture of your spouse for approval. So just to get in this trailer park, you got to send a picture of your spouse. So, if you want your wife to get fucked here in a trailer park, I mean, you could come to Morristown, Indiana for that, but you might as well go to Lafayette. So check that out. The Swinger Trailer Park. Bring your house, share your spouse.
That's the name of the episode, right?
Yeah, electric. Absolutely electric. So, I mean, Chris, how far along into your marriage do you think before this is a reality, where you guys buy a mobile home and you just, start sharing each other with the neighbors?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, man. I've been trying to sell this house because it's way higher than what we paid for it. And she don't want no parts of it, man. No, she don't want to move again. And I kind of feel her on that. Like, moving is terrible.
I'm half Tim. I'm not even joking. Like, I just told my dad this the other day. I said, if I did not, if I was not a father right now, I would not live in a house. I would literally buy because I have the ability right now to work from anywhere with a Wi-Fi connection. I would buy a camper or an RV, and I would just live wherever the fuck I wanted. I would drive. I would park in a Walmart parking lot if I had to, literally. And I would just travel the world right now. I think it's the best thing ever. Not have to worry about, like, if right now, like, they're making people wear masks again in Nevada and other places. Like, if I just disagree with where I was at, I'd be fucking out the door in a flash, in a jiff.
Kind of like the baseball guy. There's a baseball player, and I think he plays for the A's, and said he came up kind of rough, didn't have much money, and he literally lives in a van.
Perfect.
He doesn't have a house or nothing. He buys no extra whatever. The dude makes like $4 or $5 million a year on his contract, and he legit lives in a van. Like, during the off season, he just goes like beach to beach, likes to surf and shit like that, and has like a little bed set up in the back. It's like like an old hippie van. Has a little hot plate, food and whatnot, and just bare necessity living in this van, and just travels, rides around, goes different places, checks stuff out, road trips, and pretty much his whole salary is getting invested. Think of that. He's gonna retire and just have so much fucking money, dude. He's like investing,
yeah, he's brilliant.
90-80% of his $7 million contract of a year into investments and stuff like that. So
yeah, legit. And I look at all that. I mean, half of the YouTube channels I watch anymore are these very practical living people that build small houses and travel across the world or fix up vans, and they are the happiest people for the most part. I mean, there's some that have some serious issues that I like to watch just for entertainment value, but most tennis can be travel. They go. I'm super. I mean, I wouldn't take back. I'm telling you what. So might be wherever she. Britney Spears. Coming up. I can't picture where she's doing the hand brawl, holding her boobs. She's naked. She's fucking good for Britney. We predicted this, by the way. We literally talked about this on our episode, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. All was over involving
one with hips. the morning of a court date.
That's what the judge.
Yeah.
It's a great way to right now. Like, how smart is it as a guy who's fighting for your freedom to jump on social media and just to completely call out, federal employees, judges that gets involved in your case? I think you just fucking shut up, keep your mouth shut, do your thing. July 27th, after the lead, the image shows Spears in a pair of Daisy Dukes, her head tilted, her hands cupping her breast. Her nipples are concealed, by the way. So fresh off her vacation with her husband.
Not on the second one.
You own the second one?
No, on the second one, the nips are out.
Nips are out?
Yeah, she put little stars over them.
Like little stars on her nips.
Dots, yeah.
Well, Brittany, she's all the way back, bub. That's good news, man. Bless her heart. Good for her.
Bless her.
Anything up in Cleveland right now. You think Cleveland is happy that this asshole left them a second time again? It's Cleveland. This is that LeBron helped fund. Even gave him credit when he held its part. So any praise I gave. Bill sprayed the words "La Flop" across along with a red clown nose on LeBron. I fucking love this, by the way. The best is tonight is a terribly fortunate innocent, and we share the frustration. But they are Cleveland again. Never. He might have a house there, but he's not staying in Cleveland long term. Like
L.A. for life, bro.
Oh, L.A. for life.
He's got his movie company and all or whatnot. Like
yeah, he's gonna make
a girlfriend. LeBron. That's a movie. Oh yeah.
I mean, let's put that's probably LeBron's production company, but
yeah, but he's still fucking money off of it. It's still him in LA.
Sure, losing like China is not playing his movie. I love that, by the way. Strong move. Shout out China. Shout out China for sticking it to LeBron because nobody else will.
They didn't
play ass on third base. Though. Essentially, whatever their dictator decides is what like. Yeah. My favorite. Just spoke of this. Joe Exotic is launching a cannabis brand. After the court overturned his murder for hire plot sentence. So officially, his murder for plot was overturned. I don't know all the rules here, but essentially they double tried him or combined all. I don't know exactly how they word it here, but combined all his the fucking. Is that your alarm or our alarm? The storm alarm is going off right now. We could be having a tornado and we're doing a podcast. Fuck it.
I mean. Dude, I'm not lying. It's like sunshine bright over here.
I mean, it's not sunshine in here, but the tornado alarm is going off right now. So
get under your desk, dude.
Yeah, mom's probably texting me like, "Hey, tornado! Oh, there's a tornado warning right now. Hell yeah!
Get under your desk, dude. Get under.
I'll be fine. Wait for the high winds. I'm about to fucking run outside and check this shit out though. So we might end the show a little bit early, but I will say, so Joe Exotic is starting his own cannabis brand called Joe's Exotics, literally Joe's Exotics. So, and it launches with Delta H THC products, which if you don't know about Delta H, it is legal because of a loophole because the government are idiots. So if you you can literally buy Delta H anywhere and it's completely legal anywhere in the United States because of a loophole with laws, etc. So I mean,
his cartridges probably have a little meth in them.
Yeah, little meth, and guaranteed to turn you homosexual. So it's got, it's probably got aphrodisiac. Comes with the Elton John record. It's pretty cool. No, he was sentenced in January 2020 for threatening to kill Carol Baskins. Here's the best part: is he's literally got one of the leaf. It's a very high indica flavored leaf, and it's called Baskins, and it's got a picture of somebody pissing on, or it's a tiger pissing on a grave, and it says Carol on it. That's the picture. I'm for sure going all in and buying some of his products here. I think it's amazing.
I hope he gets out of jail and maybe like him and Lil Nas X hook up and just become a power couple, dude.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think him and Lil Nas X could probably make some pretty amazing babies.
Dude, amazing. Imagine the music videos that Lil Nas could make. Man, that'd probably be the biggest power couple in Hollywood if that would happen.
And apologize, guys. We are gonna skip a few segments here because there is a tornado warning, and I'm afraid we're gonna lose signal here here shortly. Apologize.
I have a tornado warning, and I'm literally 10 miles away from you,
and it's sunny as fuck out. We could be dying. We got cows flying in the air and shit.
Not a damn thing going on over here.
Yeah, not a damn thing going on.
Crazy. You gonna
But
jump to the Florida man?
yeah, if you guys are not aware of what the Florida Man's about, every week on the Florida Man, here on Highly Inappropriate, we jump right to Google, we type in a Florida Man, whatever pops up, and we read about it. No outside research at all. And every week it is drug infested fucking chaos, because this week on a Florida Man, lo and behold, we just spoke of it. A Florida man is injured after sticking his arm in a jaguar pen at a local zoo. So this is Joe Exotic's best friend.
Trying to pet it.
Trying to pet it. He must have been easy to spot. A Florida man got clawed by a jaguar at a Jacksonville Zoo Wednesday after he jumped over a safety barrier and stuck his arm to an enclosure, local reports said. The man, who wasn't publicly identified but is in his 20s, was hospitalized with non-threatening injuries. Witnesses told the station that the predatory park visitor had egged on the big cats before he hopped over a gate and onto the range of the jaguar exhibit. So he pissed off the jaguars, then decided to jump in the exhibit. And
probably, I think it was Trevor Lawrence.
Yep, he's wanting to kind of get
Jaguar.
They told him he was joining the Jaguars. He thought he was getting to know some of his teammates. Yeah. Lo and behold, he accidentally took some acid, and he
clawed. They still have all their stuff, you think?
Probably not.
So I mean, how they fucking slice it? Maybe they do.
They'd have to have claws. They slice this guy in his fucking arm, I think.
Yeah, so they got to have their claws. I know whatever, like exotic, like a pet.
You can get exotic pet.
Yeah, they usually get them declawed.
Oh, you have to have
the back, maybe the rear claws.
We went through a whole thing because we went to TNT Exotics with the kids last weekend or the weekend before.
They all have their claws.
You literally have to get, like, no joke, like I have to get a permit. So I just can't wait till I can pull out of my wallet my kangaroo permit. Like, this is my permit to have a kangaroo. Check us out, guys, and just show it off to all my friends and family. That's what I'm so excited about. So, moral of the story is, don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs
at all, guys. Thank you so much for listening to Highly Inappropriate. We'll be back next week. Candace did try to join us late. I apologize, guys, for having to end the show a little bit early. I just don't want to lose power, because the last time we had a tornado warning here in Morristown, we did lose power for like 8 or 10 hours. So I don't want to lose power mid-episode. So we're almost to the end of the episode anyway. So we're going to cut it about 5-10 minutes short. Apologize. Make sure you subscribe, rate, review on all your favorite podcasting apps. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, ring the bell. That way you're notified every time we post a video. And also, make sure you follow us on social media. That's at Highly Inappropriate Podcast on Instagram and on Twitter. And we're at HI Entertainment or at Highly Inappropriate Entertainment on Facebook. Peace out, bitches.
Hey, also, we'll be back Saturday, Garage Guys.
That's right, Garage Guys again. Check it out, episode 2. Excited to see what you got on there, bub. Take it easy, bub.
See you, bub.
Later.